Okay, so just have your blocks and a strap close by. Plus, if you can do a head balance, let's get a blanket. And just depending on how our time goes, we will do a shoulder balance at the end. You can always do it against the wall. So you may want to have some foams or pillows close by. So we're going to start by sitting in Virasana. So your knees are together, your feet out to the side, and grab yourself a block or 2 blocks, placing it down and knees together. So when you're doing that, let me just get all myself nice and organized. Okay. So knees together, you remove the flesh from behind the knees, you sit down onto your block, all 10 toes flat onto the floor, and palms facing up. Shoulders back and down, they sit nice and tall. Close your eyes and focus on your breath. As you do that, I want you to set your intentions for today's class. So as you inhale, push your belly out like a big balloon. And as you exhale, allow the navel to go towards the spine. As you focus on your breath, I'll tell you what we're working on. So this work is all about loving kindness this week. Being Valentine's in this week, we're working to our loving relationship with ourselves and cultivating the inner qualities of love. So yoga is about diversity and unity and uniting our consciousness, where you come to realize that the separation is illusion and that ultimately we are all one. A strong practice can be a loving one when you have the right intentions. So the key to listen to your body and not demand from it, and to tune into what your body really needs. Your body can experience the joy of movement and the challenge of the pose without comparison. Kindly drop your chin down towards your chest. A lovely saying about loving kindness. Be an example. Show kindness to unkind people. Forgive people who don't deserve it. Love unconditionally, because your actions will always reflect who you are. Slowly, let's begin to open up our eyes, draw them along the floor until your chin is parallel. Bring your palms together. Welcome to yoga, everybody. Let's take our arms out to the side. And as we inhale, lifting up nice and tall, pushing your belly out. Exhale, bring your hands down into prayer. Let's do that a few more times. So arms out to the side. Inhale, lifting up. And exhaling, bring the hands down to prayer. Arms out wide. Inhale, lifting up. Exhaling, bring your hands down. Arms out to the side. Inhaling, arms up. Exhaling, hands down. Lovely. We're going to take our arms, we're going to stretch them out in front of you. Roll the shoulders back into the sockets, and let's make thumbs, so thumbs up in front. And then slowly thinking about a bow and arrow, which Cupid has. Okay, you're going to take your right hand and you're going to stretch it all the way. Just watch that right thumb all the way behind you. Try and get into a nice straight line with both arms. And then taking your right hand down to the floor. Looking back at your left hand, let's stretch and lift those hips off. Looking back, big stretch. And slowly coming down towards the floor. Coming back up, both hands in front, just get our fists ready. And then let's look at the left hand. Working all the way back. Looking at the thumb, big stretch. And then placing the hand down onto the floor. Turn your hips, look at the right, and let's go up. Big stretch back. And down we come. And both hands in front. Let's do 3 more rounds of this. So right arm, watch the thumb, let's go back. Nice, place the hand down. Look at the left hand, up we go. Opening up. And down we come. Both hands forward. Left hand watching the thumb. Hand down. Coming up. Lift those hips, have a good stretch here. And down we come. Both hands up. Right thumb, let's work it out. Stretch. Hand down. Left arm up. Stretch it out. Down you come. Both hands forward. Left hand, out you go. Hand down. Stretching up. And down we come. Let's go for the last round. So both hands up. Right arm back. Hand down, lift it up. Big stretch. And slowly down. Both hands up, so mind the clicking of the knees. And let's move last one. Lift, down, up, extend, and down. Lovely. You're going to come off your block. And let's go into hands and knees. So onto your hands and knees. Hands directly underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Elbows are facing into one another. And if you look back, your knees underneath the hips, the feet are directly behind the knees. Working into your cat and cow. So back is flat. Working with the breath, you're going to inhale, look up. And exhale, round down, look at the navel. It's the two of these. So one more, inhaling up. Exhaling, rounding down. Back to the center. Take your toes together, your knees out to the side, and work into a child's pose, stretching out all the way. Keeping your hands nice and stretched out in front of you. We're going to work into our down dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. So coming up, tucking the toes, working into a down dog, stretch it out. Walk it out for a moment. And then slowly coming up onto the toes, working into a plank, pushing into those heels. Hold it. Slowly rolling over the toes into an upwards facing dog, Urdhva Mukha. Tucking the toes back into a down dog, stretch it out. Push into the heels. Bring the feet together. Back into your child's pose, knees out to the side, stretching back. Keep the hands where they are, big stretch. Lift your chest, slide your hands slightly back, bring your knees in, back into your cat and cow position. You do that all over again, twice more. So inhale up, exhaling round. Inhaling up, exhaling down. And then slowly coming back, bring the toes together, knees out to the side, stretching those arms, slide them out, stretch. Nice, keep your hand to the arm, tucking toes, down dog, stretch it out. Push into the heels, relax the head. Work into a plank, pushing the heels back. Over the toes, into an upwards facing dog. Tucking the toes, down dog, stretch. Feet together, knees to the side, child's pose, stretch it out. Up you come, sliding the hands towards you, knees coming in, back into your cat and cow. Last one, inhaling up, exhaling down. Last one, inhaling up, exhaling down. Come back to the center, toes together, knees apart, stretching it out. Stretch. Lovely. Coming up, tucking the toes, down dog, stretch out. Roll over, plank. Over the toes, upwards facing dog, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. And into a down dog, stretch out. Hold your down dog here. Let's stretch into it. We're not going to carry on from there. We're just going to look at your hands and walk your feet towards your hands. You're going to bring your toes together, your heels apart. And try and push the hips forward. I want you to straighten the legs. If you can't touch the floor, that's absolutely fine. We're going to take our arms anyway, clasp them together, and allow them to come up above your head. Stretching, relaxing the head down. Hips forward, release the toes, release the head. And let's just have a nice stretch here. Breathe into it. And let's release the hands. Bring your hands into a prayer position. Shoulders back and down, lengthen the spine. And slowly, with control, hinge from the hips up. We come all the way to standing. Stretching up to the ceiling. Big stretch. Lengthen up. We're going to slowly work over to the right side. So keep the hips still, just work to the right. And back to the center. Over to the left side. Stretch. And back to the center. Slight little back bend. And back to the center. Hands coming down. I want you to lift your toes up. And then make space between each toe so you can see the mat. If you want to take your baby, your second, your third, your fourth, and your fifth toe down. See the mat between each toe. And slowly work up onto those toes. Lifting up. Stretching down into the fingers as if you are stretching, growing roots with the fingers. Do it this way. Nice. You can close your eyes, that will be great. And slowly coming down. Okay, we're going to work into our head balance. So into Sirsasana. If you've got a chair, you're going to go onto your chair. If you have high blood pressure, you're not going to go up, or if you're menstruating, also a warning. If you can't do a head balance, you don't know how to do it, please work into a dolphin. I'll demonstrate that now. If you know what you're doing, you know exactly where to go. So your dolphin, I'll just demonstrate. Your dolphin, if you haven't done this before, your hands are hip distance or shoulder distance. You can use a block, it's really nice. Okay, so I'm holding the block to the side. Elbows are in, directly underneath the shoulders, tapping toes, working up, pushing back. So I'm not here, I'm pushing right back. Pushing down to the heels. If your hamstrings are tight, you can bend the knees, but push back. Try and straighten as much as you can. Try and walk forward as much as you can. And you hold. If you can lift up one leg at a time. Keep breathing. And then you would work to the other side. So this is what you would continue to do. And down, walking back, toes together, knees apart, stretching your child's pose. So that is your option. If you know what you're doing, you're going to Sirsasana. Your shoulder balance. Or your head balance, should I say. Your hands together into prayer. Place them together, bend fingers under, thumbs up. Okay, head in between. Shoulders are braced. Walking up. You can work against the wall. And we're just working up. I'm going to hold here for a bit. If you're already up there, great. I want you just to hold. Push into the heels, try and straighten up. Hold it and breathe. Think of all the beautiful benefits, how it helps with your memory, your lungs, your heart. Works with your entire body. Making sure you're pushing into your heels, you're standing as if you're standing upside down. Keep extending into those feet. And keep lifting. Just going to hold another minute. Try not to close your eyes. You want to be awake here, not going within, but going without, focusing on all the parts of the body, activating the entire body. And when you're ready to come down, I want you to come down very slowly if you can, making sure you're pushing your hips towards the back and slowly controlled, working down. Once you're down, you're going to bring 2 fists underneath your head and just rest for a moment. All right, well done. Let's work into our sun salutations. So you can work with a strap. I'll recommend it that you work with a strap. You would take a strap, you're going to make it your inner shoulder distance. Okay, and when you come standing is the top of our mat. So you'll place your strap just above your elbows. I'll work with mine for the first couple and then I'll take it off. It's definitely great help to understand how to move into the poses. Obviously, if you don't need it, I understand, but it's great to experience. So we come standing, hip width distance, top of the mat, and let's stretch those arms up. Big stretch, mini arms, mini out of the shoulders, lifting up nice and tall. From here, I'm going to extend as far forward as you can possibly go. Straight legs, straight arms. And then bring the hands down to the floor. You can bend your knees for this. Stepping back with your right foot as far as you can go. Stretch it out, push into the heel. Left foot goes all the way back. Plank. We're going to bend the elbows. Roll over the toes. Hold it there. Coming up. Urdhva Mukha, upward facing dog. Working back down, chaturanga. Tuck your toes and work into your down dog. Stretch it out. Looking at the hands, right foot, right thumb. Step it forward. Left foot, left thumb. Hinge from the hips. Up we go. Big stretch to the right, little back bend, nice opening at the back. And working down as one side, stretching forward. Hands to the side, inhale, lift. Exhale, left leg steps far back. Right leg steps far back. Elbows bend, roll over the toes. Up we come. Slowly back down, chaturanga, tuck toes, down dog stretch. Stepping forward left foot. Stepping forward right. Up we go. Lovely, let's keep going. Forward. Side. Inhale. Right back. Left back. Elbows, chaturanga. Urdhva Mukha up. Chaturanga down, tuck toes. Down dog stretch. Right foot forward. Left foot forward. Up we go. Lovely. Let's go for the left side. Hands to the side, inhale. Left back, step far back. Right back. Elbows over. Up we come. Down we go. Toes, down dog. Left foot forward. Right foot forward. Up we go. So we're going to carry on. You're welcome to carry on with a strap. I just find that I need it. So I'm just going to dump it, lifting up. If you're not using a strap, you're welcome to also spread your arms out wide. Hands front, hands side, inhaling, right back, left back, chaturanga, hover, up we come, back down, tucking toes, down dog, right forward, left forward, and up we come, big stretch, down we go, front, side, inhale, left back, right back, chaturanga, Urdhva Mukha, back down, tucking toes, up we go, left forward, right forward, and up we come. Lovely. So that was 3. We're going to do another 3, and then we do some jumping. Inhale, right, left, down, up, down, up, right, left, up we go. Lovely. Let's keep going. Inhale, left, right, down, up, down, down dog, left forward, right forward, up we go. Lovely. Hands front, hands side, inhale, right, left, down, up, down dog, up we go, left, knees left, right, yes, up we go. That was really quick. And let's do one more, so we make it even, so we can do 3 more of those. Hands front, hands side, inhale, right, left, down, up, down, tuck, up we go, right, left, pray, up, it's the left side, coming down, front, side, inhale, left, right, down, up, down, up, left, right, hands up. Let's do some jumping now. So when you jump, I want you to get a little bit, really grip the core and have a nice extension back. Let's go, hands front, hands side, inhale, jumping back, down, up, down, up we go. Jumping forward, pray, up, coming down, front, side, let's jump, back, down, up, down, up we go. Forward, that was 1. Let's do 2 more rounds. Down we go. Hand side, inhale, jump, down, up, down, up we go. Jumping forward, pray, up, down, side, jump, down, up, back down, up we go, forward, pray. Okay, last one of a double. Come on, we're all going to make this work. Let's jump, down, up, back down, up we go, forward, up we stretch. Last round, front, side jump, down, up, back down, up we go. Jumping forward, pray, and well done. If you need to breathe, open the legs. Let's inhale, and let's exhale. Let's do that again. Inhale up, and exhale down. Alrighty then. Come to the top of the mat. You can see everyone's still relaxing. Okay, let's stand at the top of the mat. And let's bring our arms up big and stretch. Let's just have your blocks and your straps close by, because you may need it shortly. We're going to bring our hands down, and I want you to walk into your down dog. Stretch it out. Big stretch. I want you to take the right leg up to the ceiling. Lift it up, bend the knee, open up, and just stretch. So you're looking underneath that armpit. Stretch it out for you, about to fall over, but you're not falling over. Just feel that nice stretch. And let's place back down the right foot. Feet together, left leg up, bend it. Just falling over. You're about to fall over, but you're not. And back you go. Let's walk your feet forward and come to a seat on the floor. Okay, a little bit of fun. When I say that, people get nervous. I'm not trying to make you nervous. We're going to have a little bit of fun. So we're activating our cores now. The way we're going to activate this, normally people think by crunching, you get your core activated. We're going to activate it by stretching. So the way we're doing that is we're going to roll back, roll, and then lift the arms straight up and the legs straight out. And we're going to roll and stretch and roll and stretch. I want you to hold it, just put like a count of 2. And I want the arms up above your head, not here, here. So the whole idea is because they are here, you have very little balance. And keep putting your feet down on the floor. You want the legs up and you want to be out as much as you can. Your bum is on the floor. Arms, legs. Roll with it. And it's stretch. And roll. And stretch. And roll. And stretch. Ooh, really push into the heels. And roll. And stretch. Ooh. And roll. Let's do 2 more. Keep going. You can do it. Oh, maybe not. And come in. Give those knees a hug. Hopefully they're working. The core is activated. And it says, hello, I'm here. Okay. So let's us now cross at our ankles, hold your feet, up you come. Place your hands down, walk back into a plank. I'll wait for you to come to a plank. Once everyone's in a plank, we'll lower ourselves gently down to the floor. All the way. Okay, feet down. Arms will come behind your back and clasp into the hands and stretch back and slowly peel yourself off the floor. Once you've peeled yourself off the floor, let's lift our legs. AKA, also known as ball cruncher or cookie cruncher. Let's lift. Stretch it. Turn your head to the right and release down. Okay, let's do that again. Lift chest, lift head, lift legs. Lift, lift, lift. Breathe. If you want to make it harder, you can always put your feet together. And then slowly coming down, turn your head to the left side. I want you to keep your hands together and you're going to roll over to the right side. So roll to the right. Rolling over to the right. My arms are still behind my back. My head is relaxed on the floor. Now, take your left foot and place it behind your right knee. So your knee is bent, your left knee is bent, your right leg is straight. Now releasing the left hand, you're going to place it onto the floor in front of your face. Left hand down, left knee is bent. You're going to push yourself up with the left hand and then place your right hand directly underneath you. So get into this position. So I've got both hands down. From here, my right hand is going to do the work. So I'm going to push into my right hand and I'm going to lift my hips up to the ceiling, keeping the one leg straight, one knee bent. I want to get my hips parallel to look up to the ceiling. And I'm going to stretch back with my left arm into a wild thing. Stretch, look back, and extend. One leg stretched, one leg's bent. Hold it there, breathe. Wild thing, you make my heart sing. You make everything groovy. Nice deep breathing. Beautiful. Now slowly, your left hand's going to come down to the floor. You're going to step forward with your left foot. Left foot steps forward. You're going to bend your right knee to the side and you step back, stretch back. So now in front of you, you have your left leg. Your right knee is bent to the side. So for filming purposes, I'm just going to turn myself to face you. But that's how you sat down. I want you to imagine that the back, you've got the wall behind you. So feel your back. This knee is not out to the side. It's completely forward. This front leg, this left leg, is facing forward. You're sitting up nice and tall. Flexing that foot. Keep stretching. If you need a belt here, you'll grab belt to place around the ball of the foot. So you can sit up tall. And we're slowly going to hinge ourselves forward. You can hold the foot, making sure the shoulders are square, your back is straight, and you're not rounding, you're lengthening, and you're working down. Work as far down as you can. If this knee is really high up, please place a block or a blanket underneath the knee, but making sure that the shoulders are nice and square. Stretching it forward, lengthening into it. Keep breathing, keep stretching. Janusirsasana. So this is your head of knee. So your knee is facing up, or you're trying to get your head to the knee, or your head of the knee is up. So that's what you're trying to achieve here. Your knee's not falling too out to the side. Try and get the back of the knee to the floor as well. So you're not bending your left knee in any way. Extend forward. A lot of you might be using a strap. You're welcome to keep that strap there around the ball of the foot. You're going to start to lift up. You're going to bring that leg. So you can use your strap here to bring that leg up. Or you can be holding with your hands. But now the whole idea is your back is straight, very straight. That leg is straight, and you're lifting it all the way up. This leg must be straight. Your back must be standing straight up. Very important. So that is your most important. Some people won't be able to go there. I'll find some people are sitting like this. I need you up. And some people might only be here. That's absolutely fine. Ideally, you want to be straight up. And if you can, you will take your left hand, you'll hold at your wrist. You'll place it around the foot. And you'll make kind of like a little heroine bird to lift up tall. So you're holding the wrist and bringing that leg in. Sitting up as tall as you can. That is the ideal pose where you want to go into. Okay, I'll move back around. So that's where we're working towards. Straightening, lifting. Pushing your belly towards your thigh. Straightening up, just looking at your calf or your shin. Hold and breathe. Too beautiful. If you've got your strap around there, you're going to slowly move your strap and just hold it with the right hand. If you're holding your leg with your right hand, your leg, you're going to hold just with your right hand. So I'm leaving the right hand on, and I'm going to slowly lean it down slightly so I can open up, sitting up tall, and open the back hand to twist. I want both shoulders to be square, and I want you to make sure that your leg is not out to the side or too far in, making sure that it's nice and straight in front of you. Get the shoulders to square out. Breathe into it. Remember, the whole thing what happens with the twist is it happens in the spine. The shoulders and the hips are just simply levers that help you to twist. Keep flexing that foot. And it doesn't help if it's all the way up here. Obviously, you might feel you need it, but just nice to be able to stretch and to lift up tall and to really get those shoulders to twist. Try and get the height of the shoulders to be the same. And breathe into it. So this is really about loving our bodies and working them in unison. So everything's working together. We're holding them for a little bit to help ease into the pain. Okay. Or get used to the pain, should I say. Now with control, you're slowly place down the left foot. And now you're going to take the right foot and you're going to lift it up and place it over that left. So again, everything comes with lifting. So you have to lift up. So you lift up when placing your right hand to the back. You inhale up, exhale, twist. Focus on how you're going to keep the right foot down onto the floor. Then you're going to bring the left arm over and you're again push it back so you can twist a little bit more. So it's really up to you. I'm going to give you a couple of options. If you find that this is hard enough and you need to have your hand onto the floor, that's fine as long as you're sitting up tall. If you find you have both hands up, that's also great. Both hands up. If you want to go a little bit further, you're welcome to take the left hand inside and take it around the back. So there's my left hand going around the back. And then my right hand is also going to come around the back and I can grip onto my elbows or wherever I can get to my wrists and sit up even taller. And then I'm going to look over at my back shoulder and really open up into the twist. Making sure that I'm stretching into my left foot, sitting up tall and twisting. You can also, if this is not possible, you're welcome to take a strap. You place it between the little hole here, you would hold there, and you would hold in the back. So you'll just work wherever you can get to. Hold and breathe. I'm just going to turn the same way as you. There we go. So we can work into our next pose. And then slowly starting to release. Your legs are already crossed. You're just going to keep the cross. Place your hands down. You're going to work into a down dog. Stretch it out. Because we're working still on the right side. You're going to lift your right leg up. Ekapada Adho Mukha Svanasana. You bring your right knee in between the hands. Stretch back all the way as much as you can to straighten out your left leg. And then I want to see how far you can bring forward that right foot. Now, as you're doing that, I want you to make sure you're sitting up. So you're not sitting down like that. You're sitting up. If you need to put a block or something underneath this buttocks, the right buttocks, please do. Keep putting that foot up and keep stretching into the back leg. Get those hips nice and square. Ideally, you want to be on the floor. Now hold it there. Sitting up. And then slowly hinging forward down towards the floor. Place your head down. Up you come. There's 2 more of these hinges forward. So work head down. Up you come. Last one, down we go. And up you come. Okay, from there, you're going to take that left leg all the way around. You're going to place it over the right. Face back to the front. So ideally, what you're trying to get is with both knees together, your feet out to the side. A great way to get into it is you get up, you place the knees together, the feet to the side. You want to sit in between. So you might find one knee is really up, or you're not really getting into it, or you're sitting like that. You do what you can do. You do you. Okay, advanced people, you're going to try and push the legs out as much as you can, like so. Just to make it hurt a little bit more. It's just easy for you. So we're working to go Mukhasana. And then you grab hold of your strap. Your left leg is over, so you place your strap over your left shoulder. From there, we're going to take our left arm up. Place it behind the back to help the elbow. Bring your hand down, try and hold on to either the top and the bottom of the strap, or hold the hands. Okay, now most important, we're going to try and work forward, but I don't want to round it back. I don't want this working forward. I want lengthening, hinging from the hips and extending as far forward as you can go. Breathe into it. And slowly up you come. Let's release those arms, shrug the shoulders, up into your hands and knees, and it's working to a down dog, so stretching it out. Well done. We've got another side to do. So let's move into a plank. Slowly coming down all the way. Stretch the legs, take the arms back, clasp them together, lift the chest, peel it off, lift the legs, lift up. Beautiful. And then slowly turn your head to look over to the left side and release. Let's do that all over again. If you want to have the feet together, advanced, up you go. Lift, stretch. And slowly coming down, turn your head to look to the right. I'm going to roll onto our backs. So rolling onto your back to the left side. This time you're taking that right foot, you're placing behind your left knee. You know, release your hands. Left hand, your right hand, sorry. Right hand is coming in front of your face. Slowly push yourself up, placing down that left hand. You're going to put all the weight onto your left hand, and you lift yourself up. One leg straight, one leg bent, and work into your wild thing. Let's hold it here and stretch, push the hips to the ceiling. Hold for our wild thing. Yeah. Hold and breathe. Okay, slowly the right hand's coming down to the floor, right leg stepping forward. Left knee goes out to the side, stretching forward with it. Right leg in front. Okay, as we work to the other side, I'm just going to turn myself forward. The knee is in, that foot is forward. Making sure your back is nice and square, so the back is flat. Obviously, if this knee is sitting up, both knees would never sit up. You wouldn't have a problem with both of your knees, normally one. If you have it too high up, you can place something under there. Then if you need your strap, you can use your strap. Otherwise, you're extending forward, open the chest, shoulders are nice and square, and let's work down. Make sure the toes are to the nose, that leg is straight. You're stretching. One side will be very different to the other side. Just extend and stretch. Okay, if you used your belt last time, you're going to definitely need it again this time. If you didn't, you don't need it. Slowly, you can bend your knee first, and then we're going to slowly start to stretch up. So stretching up, making sure you're sitting up tall. That's the most important thing here, is sitting up tall. Bringing that leg up. If you went into the full pose, you're going to be holding on to your right hand. You place it underneath, and then you lift up straight. Getting yourself nice and straight, straightening that leg, straightening the back, and holding on to that wrist if you can, so you can have a little, that furry peacock head for your birdie. Okay. Just hold it, sit up straight. Make sure you're relaxing the shoulders and stretching into that leg, flexing the foot. All right, so you're going to hold onto your strap just with the left hand. And then slowly you're going to lift up tall. You're going to start to twist yourself out. So you want to twist so you get your shoulders nice and square, keeping that leg in front of you as square as you possibly can. Opening up, sitting up tall. Twist and breathe. Hold it, make sure you're nice and straight. Either your arms straight out behind you, just extending. And then control, you place down that foot onto the floor. Coming up, you're bringing your left foot over the right, making sure that left foot's nicely placed down, sitting up tall. Left hand going behind, right arm working over, hook it in, start to twist, 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 twist. So there's your options again. You either have your hand down onto the floor and you use that twist. If you want to, you've got both hands up, twisting as much as you can. You can either place a strap and you can work in, or you can start to work that arm behind the back to work on to hold. So do what you can do. Turn. Hold the twist. Keep breathing. Make sure you're sitting up nice and tall. And then slowly begin to release. Your legs already crossed, so keeping the cross. Hands down, working into your down dog, stretch out. Left leg's going to go up to the ceiling, big stretch. Bring the left knee in between the hands. Stretching back, you want to bring that foot out as much as you possibly can. And then you want to be able to sit up. So you're not dropping the bum down, it must be up, nice and up. You need something underneath it, place something underneath it. Bring that foot right up. That leg is nice and parallel to the top of your mat. And extend back. Once you're here, let's lift up the chest and then slowly working forward. Stretch. And up we come. Let's work this again, forward. Up we come. Last one, forward. And up we come. So from there, you're going to lean, you're going to bring now your right leg over. Go mukha legs. So you want the knees to be again above one another. The right leg is on top. You can always come forward, get the knees together, feet to the side, take a seat. Advance, you're trying to push your legs right out in front. Making sure you're trying to sit down on both your sitting bones. And then if you need your strap, you can place your strap over the right shoulder. From here, I'm going to lift the right arm, place it down, help the elbow. Bringing down the left hand, you can hold hands, you can hold it to your strap or your shirt, whatever you need. I'm going to lengthen forward. Please don't round the back. Working forward, stretch. Chin is going over the knees if you go advanced. Elbows stay up, more advanced. And slowly up you come. Release those arms. Roll the shoulders back and release the legs. Okay, so we've done all that work to be able to do one little pose, which you're going to have a little bit of fun with. See how you do. I'll demo the pose and then you can see how you can do it. It looks harder than it is. I'm going to be rolling back, grabbing the core, so momentum helps me roll. I'll grab the core, and then as I said, when we lift it to twist, I need you to lift up with the whole body. So everything's about loving kindness, and this is about how to use every part of the body, not just your arms, not just the thighs, not just the core. It's like a motor car. You could need the engine, you need the wheels, you need the steering wheel, you need the fuel, you need all of it to work together to make it work. So I'm going to roll back, and as I come up, place one foot, and I'm going to lift. So I'm lifting into it to lift up. Okay, so I'm rolling back, one foot down, and I lift. So I'm actually literally lifting to do that. I flex into that foot, so that lifts up that. I lengthen forward, that gives me, so it's not too, a lot of people get this far and they say, oh, now I can't go anywhere. It's because when I'm here, it's not about me pushing with my arms to lift up. It's about me lifting my whole body to extend myself forward and to stretch. Okay, so everything has to work. If you find it's totally impossible, you can use a little bit of help by placing the blocks at the front there. So that when you go back, you come forward, you place the hands there, and you do lift. If you go onto your toes even, that's fine. But not on my weights on my hands. So my hands are still working. I'm on my toe, but my legs are working, my foot is stretched, and everything's going. So I want you to give it a few times, just to see how you can extend and lift into it. And once you're there, I want you also just to see if you can hold it. Okay. It's loving kindness that we work with our whole body, and that we love our whole body. And then we don't just try and work one thing at a time. We try and work the full motor car as one. So keep working into it. You're rolling back, you're bringing one foot up, and you're lifting into it. Okay. Very nice. Keep trying. So you need momentum to get there. Some people might need a lot of momentum to lift up. That's fine. Get a lot of momentum, and then you can always have blocks to stop you when you get there. But lift into it. Okay. Just try it a few times. It's not that difficult, but it's not It's not about just getting there and like, wee, doof, kind of thing. You've got to get there and hold the entire body. And it's not just your core. It's definitely not just your core. It's definitely a lot of the leg, because the leg's got to be held up. So my leg's been held up a lot by these muscles, your quads, your glutes, everything's working. My core's working, my shoulders are working, I'm extending forward. The only way I can get the balance is by really extending forward. If I'm sitting back, I'm just going to fall back. All right, that's a little bit of fun to play with. So we won't be able to do our shoulder balance because our time is really out. So give it a try after time, whenever you want. But for now, we're just going to bring our knees in, give them a hug, rock side to side. You're going to place your feet to the edges of the mat, knees bent. Arms either out to the side or under your head, you decide. Drop your knees over to the right side. Right foot onto the left knee. Turn your head over to the left side. Place back down, your right foot, bring your knees up. Drop into the left side, left foot, right knee. Turn your head over to the right. Place back down, your left foot. Knees up, release your hands, bring your knees to your chest, give them a hug. And let's work into a nice happy baby. No flat back is flat. You always hold behind your knees. Flex the feet. And then just have a little stretch, whatever direction you feel you need to stretch, stretch it out. And let's get ready for relaxation. So one leg's in one corner, leg to the other corner, palms face up. Make sure your shoulders are nice and flat, your chin slightly tucked in. If you want to put something warm on, please do so. And let's just surrender and have a rest. Close your eyes and let go. Oops, sorry, oopsie. And slowly start to wiggle your toes. Rub your toes and your thumbs over your fingertips. Turn your head from side to side. Take your arms and stretch them over your head. Have a good yawn and a good stretch. And slowly bring your knees to your chest. Roll over to your side with your head cradled in your arm. Barbara Angelis says, love and kindness are never wasted. They always make a difference. They bless the one who receives them, and they bless you, the giver. Slowly come to a seated position. May there be peace to the north, peace to the south, peace to the east, and peace to the west, peace above, peace below, peace within, and peace without, and most importantly, peace with you and your family. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaste. Thank you, everybody.